Hello, hello. How's everyone doing today? Come say hi if you're joining me live. We have a great topic today. Who's with me? So, it's Wednesday. It is the Build and Grow Your Business Like a Pro live show. So, I'm so happy to be here with you today. If we haven't met before, I'm Allie McCauley. I'm a brand and business strategist and a WordPress designer and developer. And today we have a great topic to talk about because it's something that you bring up to me all the time that you want to talk about. And that is um, do you need to niche down in your business? Why do you need to niche down in your business? How do you niche down in your business? It's one of the most loved and hated topics I feel like for all entrepreneurs, and especially when you're just starting out, or if you're already in business and just really having trouble connecting with your audience, and then you find yourself wondering, maybe I need to be more niche, right? Go after a more specific audience. So that's what we're talking about today. So I want to know if you're here with me live, let me know, or come back in the comments and let me know as well. How many times have you heard that you have to niche down? Or maybe that if you're talking to everyone, you're talking to no one. That's a big one we hear too, right? So the question is, do you have to niche down? Or only focus on one small segment of the market in order for your business to work? Okay. My opinion is no. Of course, you do not have to do this. You don't have to choose a niche because this is your business and you get to call the shots. And ultimately, you get to choose to do what you want to do. This is your business. Okay. But I'm going to say that being specific about who you're targeting and how you can help them will absolutely make connecting with your dream clients a whole lot easier, a ton easier. And I totally get it. It can seem counterintuitive to just be speaking to one very specific audience when there are so many types of people that you can actually help and serve. So then you start thinking about excluding any of these potential clients, and you're thinking, well, why on earth would I do that? I am not going to get that many clients if I'm being so specific, and I actually can do a bunch of things and I can actually help a ton of people. Here's what's important to know. Even when you speak to a very narrow and specific audience, you'll still attract other people. It works. This is because you come across as an expert in your field. Not only that, but you'll be confident in your messaging and knowing exactly what you do, knowing exactly who you help. And confidence is always super attractive, right? And ultimately, it's going to make your brand appear superior to all of those others that are speaking very vaguely to a large group of people, and maybe not coming across so confidently because they aren't being specific, right? They don't have that clarity. So like I said, I know it can be counterintuitive, but the benefits of niching down are really huge. So the fear of not getting enough clients is definitely one reason that I hear that people are afraid to choose a niche. And I was that way too. I honestly really was. And that held me back from doing it for a long time. That fear that I'm going to cut out so many clients that I could work with. But another reason is that because once you choose a niche, then you've made that decision and you can't hide behind it anymore, right? You will have to start taking action. And that might hurt. I know that's very direct, but that's the truth. It's one of the things that's really easy to use as a way of procrastinating. I see this all the time. So really ask yourself why you're not choosing a niche. Is it because you're stalling? Are you self-sabotaging as a way to not be able to move forward? If that's you, Please don't do this. You've got to take action and you have to keep moving forward because you're not going to know what works until you try. So it's all about trial and error. You hear me say this all the time. And then making shifts and tweaks as your business grows so that you're learning from what you're putting out there, who you're targeting, what they want, all of these things, right? You can't hide behind making these decisions, waiting and thinking that it's going to be perfect. You have to put yourself out there. So now that that's out of the way, let's go over certain ways that niching down is absolutely going to benefit you. So the first one is that you're going to stand out from your competition. People don't want to hire a generalist. They really want to work with a specialist. It's just like, any aspect of life. You want someone who specializes in exactly what you need. That's going to be much more attractive than someone who does that, but also does all these other things as well. So let's say, for example, you're a business coach. So if your audience is anyone who owns a business, then you're also competing with every other business coach out there, the ones that specialize and the ones that don't either, right? On the other hand, if your audience is really specific, like moms starting a business from their home so they can work from home, you'll then be much more likely to stand out to that specific group of people, and they'll know that you can help them, right? So the more specific you get about what you do and who you help, you're going to shrink down the amount of people that you're competing with tremendously. And that's huge because, the online world is so noisy right now and there's so much competition. So you really want to cut through that noise. All right. So number two is that your clients or your potential clients, they're going to know exactly what you can offer them. So when they can see that you help people just like them, they're going to feel immediately more confident that you can also solve their problem because it's the same problem they're having. It's the same type of people you have helped before. So this immediately kind of takes the pressure off of that decision that they have to make because they don't have to wonder if you're going to be able to get them certain results as well. Okay. The third big benefit is that you'll become known for what you do. How big is that, right? When you niche down, you're going to have more time to get better at what you do, and you're going to become a leader in your industry because you're getting so good at focusing on this one thing that you do for this specific group of people. And that's really because you're spending less time than having to invest time researching and learning and keeping up with trying to excel at all of the other things that you could be doing in all the other groups of people. That makes sense, right? So instead, you're going to be getting better and better at serving your specific niche. You're going to get to know your dream clients better. You're going to understand their problem on a deeper level. And that's going to allow you to really connect with them more easily. And because, like I said before, you're more of a specialist and an expert inside of your niche, you're going to be referred more often. So when someone goes looking for someone who does specifically what you do, they're going to know your name's going to come top of mind, and then they'll refer you. And that's also amazing and huge, right? And you want that. You want to be the go-to in your field. So number 4 is that you will get more visibility. And this is because the more niche you are, you'll be able to choose more specific keywords that you can go after in search engine results. So automatically, by being able to be more specific in your SEO, that will drive that traffic to you. So let's say, for example, you're a bookkeeper for, any type of medical practice. You'll be up against all of the other medical practice bookkeepers in the search engine results. But if you specialize in bookkeeping for just chiropractors, let's say, then that's going to make your competition that much smaller. So the more specific that you get, the better chance you're going to have of appearing in Google's first page of the search results. And ultimately, it's going to lead more traffic your way, lead more traffic to your website. All right, the next point is a huge one, huge one. Because by choosing a niche, you're going to be happier, right? I mean, you could choose a niche purely based on the profit that it will bring in. You could do that. But if you're not passionate about who you work with and the work that you're doing, in the end, you're ultimately going to be unfulfilled and then less likely to succeed because you're not having fun. You're not enjoying your work. And again, why did you start your business? It's because you wanted to live a fulfilled life, right? And do the work that you love, work with the people that you want to work with. So if you choose a specific service and a specific group of people that you love to work with, you're going to get to say yes, to doing more of the work that you actually enjoy doing. And then you don't have to say yes to all those other things that you really aren't enjoying doing. So the last point that I want to make today in why you should market down to a niche is because you're going to grow more quickly. When you have a niche, your marketing can be super focused and speak directly to your dream clients. And because of this, your messaging is going to get that much clearer. You're going to be that much more concise and you're going to be consistent, allowing you to be more confident and show up, right? And that's huge, huge. That piece that a lot of people are missing is that if you are not clear on what you're doing, it's hard to show up consistently. That clarity makes all the difference. And of course, like I said, confidence when you show up. And when you're confident and when you're showing up consistently, you're going to get more sales. So remember though, that you're not going to be stuck in a niche. I think that's ultimately the biggest fear for people is that like, then you're stuck just working with this very confined space. And, that's not really exciting sounding to a lot of people. But automatically, when you start talking to a specific niche, you will start attracting other audiences anyway. It just happens. You're going to be, it's up to you then if you want to take on other clients and do that type of work because, it's your decision. Like I said before, it's your business, right? So really niching down just gives you a consistent way to market yourself. And that's going to make showing up online so much easier. And you might be thinking like, great, I got it. I know my niche. I hope you do. Drop it in the comments. If you do, I would love to hear. If it's still something you're working on, let's get in a conversation about it. Put it in the comments. And you might be like, let's say you already have a niche though, but you might be wondering like, how do I jump the gap, right? How am I going to make that connection with them? And you aren't alone in this thinking. This is absolutely one of the most common problems that I hear from entrepreneurs. They know who they want to talk to. They know what they want to do. How do they connect with them? And that's exactly what I'm going to be teaching you next week in the Build Your Breakthrough Brand workshop. So it's a super actionable week. I'm going to be live every day working with you inside of a Zoom room, which is so much fun because I love to see your faces and get to, actually talk about your business and work on your business with you. The first day one, we're going to learn how to connect your dream client's pain point to your offering, which is so huge and so key. On day 2, we're going to work on crafting your big message. And that's the one-liner that instantly captures your dream client's attention and gets them to stick around and listen to what you have to say and keep paying attention. On the third day, we're going to pinpoint your brand personality and your brand voice. This is one of the favorite lessons. It's really fun. I have a really good formula for figuring this out. And then on day 4, we're going to, talk about how you can make your dream client feel a way that you are specifically intending through your visuals and through your messaging. So your visuals and your voice. And then on day 5, we're going to go over how you can create a strategy that's going to let you show up cohesively and consistently, which is a lot about what we talked here today, because you don't want to spend more time than you have to trying to figure out what you're doing. You want to show up ready to go, strong, strategic, and connecting with your dream client on the other end of the screen, right? So that's what we're going to learn next week in the Build Your Breakthrough Brand workshop. I'm so, so excited to be able to do this with you. So if you haven't signed up yet, you can go ahead and register at dowellwebsites.com/workshop. I will drop the link in the description after I jump off here today, or in the comments below, or, type your name below and say, I'm in, send me your email address and a private message. I'll get you signed up. Okay. We're going to start next Monday. And I can't wait. I can't wait to work with you guys live inside of the workshop. So until then, I will see you then. Have a great week, everyone. Bye.